Okay. So I guess yesterday we have started abstraction, right? Basically, we are looking how we can achieve the abstraction. As I told you yesterday, there are two ways to achieve abstraction. One is using abstract class, and one is using interface. So if I want to hide some internal detail and want to show only necessary functionality, in that case we are using the abstraction. So yesterday saw some real-time example as well, the phone calls. If I want to call someone, we don't know the internal processing or internal functionality what happened with that, but we know how to call and how to call get we are getting that, right? So we saw one example, abstract class. So abstract class is not 100% abstraction, is not 100% abstraction, because what we saw, we have created one class as a abstract class, and we have created one method as well, abstract method. And in that abstract class we are able to create one more method, that is a non-abstract method, which is implemented over here only, right? So what happened with this method, this is the abstract method, we are not able to implement over here. We wanted to implement that method into the any other class. In rectangle class, I have extended, I have inherited of the shape class here, and the draw method which is abstracted, I have implemented this method over here. So this called as a abstract class. When we create abstract class, abstract keyword should be must before the class and before the method. This is the mandatory, and this is the, if you are not added the abstract method, it will give the compilation error. Instead we saw that abstraction, right? So why I told you it is 50% abstraction, because we are adding one non-abstract method, and we can add any other method whatever we have, we can implement as well, and we can add abstract method as well, right? One more parallel thing we can create to achieve the 100% abstraction is called as an interface. So we'll see that how we can create that interface. It is similar to abstraction, only difference is that when we create interface, it's achieve the full abstraction. It contain only abstract methods. We cannot add non-abstract method over there. So to achieve abstraction, we are creating one package, interface example. Okay, and on regular basis what we are doing, we have go to the new and we are creating class, right? For creating interface, you want to click on this icon, interface icon, create Java interface. Okay, if I create this interface, let me put name something as movable. I gave any name. When you create interface, the eye icon is created here. Look here, eye icon. And when you are created abstract class, a icon is the small a icon nearby that class is coming here. So you can understand this is the abstract class and this is the interface. We have used interface in our Selenium driver as well. We have added, we have opened some Chrome browser, right? We have opened this Facebook URL. So WebDriver is nothing but as an interface. If I go here and if I go to the open implementation, you can understand. Look here, the WebDriver is nothing but as the interface. So there are other interface as well we are using into the Selenium. So it's nothing but hiding the internal detail and showing only necessary thing. We are calling only, but some program written into the WebDriver, they have own their logic, right? We don't know what they have implemented there here, but we know if we add only interface, this will be create object, and whatever the URL, it will be get, right? So there are so many other interface as well. Let's come for the example first. What I did here, I have created one movable interface, and let me add one integer value avg speed is equal to 40 and void move. So what happened in the abstract class as well, we have added one method, right? Here also I have added one method, void move. I have not implemented this method over here. If I try to implementation, it will give the error. Let's see, once the program will finish, I will show you. So I have created one movable interface and I have added one blank method which is not implemented over here, void move, and I have declared one variable average is equal to speed. Okay, let me create one more class in the same package. It's called as a vehicle. Okay, so previously what happened, if I want to take properties or variables or method into this class, what keyword I have added here? Abhay or anybody, can I tell?
Extends.
Correct. So if you see here, the shape is a class and I have added that extend keyword to add all the property here, right? So while working with implementation, while working with interface, you have separate keyword that is called as the implements. You want to add implements and then movable class, movable. So what I did, I have created normal class as a vehicle. I have added implements method and movable. Let me add here public void move method. See, so average speed is and avg speed. So I just implemented void move method into the vehicle class. It's not nothing. When we add extend, it will give also compilation error. Look here, because we have created, if you see here, the type movable cannot be superclass of the vehicle. Superclass must be a class. So when we have interface, you should add implements method. So these methods I have added into the vehicle class, and simply I am creating one test class to execute this whatever I have wrote. Let me add public static void main to run my vehicle or movable or whatever the method I have added here. I want to create object. Simply I want to create object, right? When we create any object, it will be, other method will be accessible over here. V dot move. Correct. If I run, the speed, average speed will be a 40. That will be appear here. Let me give one space. Save it, run it. So in interface, what we did, we have added one implements method, implement keyword. This is the necessary. When we create any interface, you cannot write like this method move test, and you cannot implement this method. It's giving some error. Abstract method do not specify a body, but when we create abstract class, we can add abstract and non-abstract method, right? But when you create interface, you cannot add or you cannot implement non-abstract method. You should be add only abstract method here to achieve 100% abstraction. Interface is the way. So using the interface, you can achieve the 100% abstraction. Okay, and there are so many interface we are using into the cell name itself. One I told you, web driver is the interface. Any queries, any questions? Diksha, you got it? Abhaya, tell me.
Yeah,
You were telling
so
something?
Sandesh, in this interface class, right, though we have not added any abstract keyword in the
Hmm.
method move,
Hmm.
it will be considered as abstract method, right?
Correct. It is by default considered, because when we have created abstract class, it is mandatory to add abstract keyword before class and before method. But when
Correct.
we create interface, that abstract keyword is not mandatory to add over here. By
Okay.
default, it is considering as a non-abstract method.
Abstract method. Okay, got it.
What happened here? We have created one interface which is implemented into the vehicle, and it's just a calling method, right? So there is another interface you can create, which you can add two interfaces. Look like this. This is the one interface, right? You can add two interfaces in one package, and you can implement two interfaces in one class as well. So what I'm telling, only one interface I have created, I have implemented that only one interface, but there is another way you can add multiple interface into the one class as well. Let me create one example, then you can understand. Let me create one package interface example 2. Okay, discourage the package name convention as the 2. Okay, what I want to tell you, let's copy this class, paste it directly into the interface. Let's change as keep as it is. Then I am creating one more interface, and giving name as stoppable. Okay, both are the interface, right? Here also I am adding something, void stop method. So movable is one interface. I added one non-abstract method, that is sorry, abstract method, that is void move, and in stoppable I have added void stop. There are two interfaces, and in third class I am implementing that things. Let me create move stop. Okay, let me give a name as a vehicle. Implements movable, and using comma you can add loop like this stoppable as well. So what I want to tell you, movable and stoppable, using the one class you can actually look like this. Now I want to implement that things, public void let me copy that name. It is case sensitive, right? So move so average speed we have added there. Average speed is avg speed, and we have add let me save it. Okay, second method I am implementing, public void spelling correct, right? Stop give anything, vehicle is stopped. Vehicle is stopped, right? What I did here, I have created two interfaces and implemented in one. So this way also you can add interface. And in fourth class, let me copy same class, paste it here in test class. You can just create vehicle V, because in vehicle we have implemented two things, right? Vehicle V object and V dot, which second method, stop method, V dot stop method. So what happened over here, I have created one interface which is not implemented. I have created a second interface which is also not implemented, but both interface I can call within one single class using the comma itself. So I have created public class vehicle. Implements is the keyword. When we create an interface, it should be a mandatory. So using the implements, we are implementing both method, and whatever the method we have into the move, and stop implemented this method, and it test itself. We are nothing but creating object of the vehicle. Why we are creating object of the vehicle and other two methods are coming? Because we have implemented that method as well, right? So using the vehicle, if you run, you will get answer as average speed 40, and let me touch space. Understood, right? Diksha, you understood, right?
Yes.
Yeah, can you explain what is the difference between abstract class and interface?
In abstract class, we can create abstract methods as well as non-abstract methods, but in interface, we cannot create non-abstract methods.
Perfect. So most of the things interviewer will be asked this type of the question. So this is the nothing but this is the favorite questions of the interview. Definitely at the interview they will ask what is the difference between abstract class and interface, how we can achieve the abstraction, how we can achieve the 50% abstraction, how we can achieve the 100% abstraction. Can we create two interface and can we call into the one class? So how we can do that using the comma itself, right? Implement and comma itself. So these are the very simple question, but I just showed you that example wise. So just keep in mind, these are the interviewer favorite questions. Definitely these questions will be asked to you. And there are many interfaces in Selenium we are using. One we recently used as a WebDriver. Okay. And one more thing I wanted to tell you, there are whatever we are adding some public, private, protected. What is this? Do you know, Sonam? Public, private, protected. Sonam, you there? Okay, Sonam left. Okay.
Hello, Sandesh.
Yes, Krish.
Screen is not displayed properly.
Screen is not visible to you.
Screen is not displayed properly.
Every other are facing same issue.
I can see your screen.
Even I can see your screen.
Okay, Gopi, you can.
Yeah, I can see. Yeah, I can see.
Okay, Sriyesh, can you do one thing? Can you uh, end this call and can you rejoin this call? Just stop this call and rejoin this call.
Yes.
Might be it's your internet
Okay.
issue because others are able to see my screen, only you are facing some issue.
Okay. I will start again.
Yeah, you will cut this call and you can rejoin this call. Just there are join button. You will get into the our group
He
name.
left already.
Okay. Okay, what I want to tell, public, private, protected. Sonam, you joined. Sonam left. Okay. So there are some access specifier in object-oriented language: public, private, protected, and default. Let me put one diagrammatic representation: public, private, protected, and default. Public, protected, protected, default, and private. So basically there are four access specifier in Java. If you see the access specifier wise, let me add one arrow. Let me add look like this. Just don't go diagram how it is, but what I want to tell, just try to understand. If we go the upwards, it's nothing but more restriction, and if we add less restriction. So what I want to tell you, by default is the access specifier. When you have not added any access specifier, by default is the access specifier. And then if you go look like this, public, protected, default, and private, these are the hierarchy. If you go upward, there are more restrictions. If you add private, there are more restrictions. uh, and if you go downward, these are the less restrictions. So it's access modifier where we can access and where we cannot access. So if we add private, so private will be accessed within the class. Okay, and if we try to add private without within the package, it is not allowed. So uh, let me add one more word. I will show you. The diagrammatic representation will help you how it is more restriction and how it will be less restriction. Let me add one table. How I can add table? Insert table, insert table, 4 column and 4 rows. Okay, access access specifier within class within package and outside package. Private default protected and public. So when we add public, it will be accessible within the class, yes. Within the package, yes. Outside the package, yes. So public is allowed to everywhere within the class. We can able to access. We are just added, implemented, or abstract method, right? So within the class we can use without within the package also use, and outside the package also use. When we add protected within the class, yes, we can sorry, within the class we can use protected. Within the package as well we can use. Outside the package we cannot use when we add protected access specifier. So default within the package, yes. Within the package, within the class as well, yes, but outside package, no. When we have private within class, yes. Within package, no. And outside package also, no. So what I am trying to tell you, how it is more restriction and how it is less restriction. So public, if you see here, public I am access to within the class, within the package, and outside the package as well. When we add protected within the class and within the package itself, accessible, you cannot access outside the package. Default, same thing here, you cannot access. Private, same thing, you can access only within the class, and without the within the package also you cannot access, because that is a private for particularly class. So these are the access specifier we are going to implement whenever and wherever we require. Whatever we learn, we provided some access specifier. By default, if we are not provided, if we are not added any access specifier, it's a by default access specifier. Okay, so basically these are the difference of the access specifier. Any confusion, any queries here? Diksha left, Diksha joined. Sriyesh, you joined, right? Okay. Okay. Any queries? Abhay, Gopi, Diksha, Sriyesh.
Yeah, I'm good, Sandesh.
Okay. So one more concept I want to explain you, that is nothing but as a constructor. So can someone tell me, can someone have idea what is the constructor and why we are using the constructor, or what is the rules of constructor, or what type of the constructor? These are the nothing but object oriented pillar, we can say. Let me close these things. Diksha, Gopi, Abhay, Sriyash, anybody is having any idea? Else I will tell you, I will explain you the constructor. Let me create one in between package. Oh, guys, light has gone here. I'm not able to see everything. Just give me some time. Actually, light has gone here and everything is very dark here. Hello. Okay.
Yes, Naresh, we can hear you.
Yeah, hello,
See,
hi.
yeah. Power cut in my place, but anyway, I just manage one small light. We'll continue that things, but not more than things because some problem to seeing keyboard over here. Okay. So where I am, I'm telling constructor, right? So what is the constructor? It's nothing but special type of the method itself, where we are creating some class that the class name is the same name. So constructor name and class name should be a same, must be a same. That is the constructor, right? So why or when we use, basically I will create one simple class. I will tell you class. Let me create bike. Okay, what happened, it's a special type of the method where we are adding the same class name as a constructor. So if I have bike class and if I have look here, the name itself by default coming here, the bike. It's nothing but where we are calling the constructor. These are the constructor. So when we create any constructor, we cannot create object of that particular constructor. When we call directly class, constructor get called automatically. So for initialization purpose, constructor is using everywhere. So what I'm telling, for initialization purpose, constructor get created. So let me create one bike object. Bike b is equal to new bike. Every time what I did, created object of the bike and b dot the methods we are calling here, right? Previously the same thing we are doing. When we have any method, we are creating object and b dot that methods we are calling here, right? But when you created constructor, you when we create constructor, sorry, you cannot call particularly object b with the bike. When we run that, for is no need to initialization, automatically call that bike is created, right? So these are nothing but the default constructor. There are constructor are two types. One is default constructor and one is parameter constructor. When we pass some parameter into the constructor, that is called as a parameter. And by default, when we have created class name as a constructor name, then it is a default constructor. Why we are creating? For initialization. And when object get created, constructor get called automatically. Constructors get called, right? So we are no need to add b dot bike method. And when we create any constructor, you should not add, this is the mandatory rule, you should not add void or any return type. One second, it's taking. Public void, when we,
Yeah, I think whenever we create constructor, right? So even public void is also not needed. Looks like something.
yeah, no, look here. What I'm trying here, terminated bike. C program, the program output is not getting.
Correct.
Even so, this is the mandatory rule. When you are creating constructor, no return type, not even void itself. So
Correct.
any return type you should not add here. I thought it's taking, so it's not taking. The program is not running. It's terminated.
Correct. Correct. And Sandesh, I think even if we don't write public, right, that is also fine.
Yeah, that is also fine by default method.
Correct.
By default, it's default method. Just we saw access specifier, right? When we are not adding any access specifier, so that is by default access specifier.
Yep.
And same thing, how we can do a parameterize. Let me create. After this parameter, we will stop because the light is not here and I am not able to see my keyboard. It's very difficult to me. By 2. Same thing, if I do here public class y, let me pass some parameter string yes model in same class. And if I pass bike 2 and then string model, string model, I have added class as a string model and just implemented that class. Yes model is equal to model, just assigning that model value to the yes model. Where is comma here? See, so we are just creating bike2 object. Bike2 p is equal to new let me put some bike name Royal Enfield. Oh, sorry, where is the comma? Okay, what happened, these are the default, and when we pass some parameter, I have added one string as yes model into the same bike. I have passed that model name string model and I have given the model name, it will be stored into the yes model and I have just print that yes model itself. There is nothing, but when we pass any parameter, look like this, pass any parameter, it's called as a parameterized constructor. The same class name is having constructor name, just passes the parameter itself. So there are two type of the constructor. One is default, which is not passing the parameter, and this is the parameterized constructor. Guys, we can stop for the day because I wanted to take other things as well, polymorphism and other things as well, but power is not here and I am not able to see the proper keyboard as well. So we can stop here.
Yeah, I think that should be fine, Sandesh.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sandesh.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, Abhay. Thanks, Disha. Thanks, Yash.
Thank you.
Thanks, Gopi.
Yeah, thanks, and
I have sent some material as well. You can refer that material till whatever we learn. I'm stopping this call.